Hello everyone and welcome to the Dankest Dungeon. Today we're going to be building some decks with a $75 budget restriction. Let's go ahead and see what everyone built. Hey, what's up everyone? It's Jason, and today I'm bringing the partner pair of Krark the Thumbless and Tevesh Szat, Doom of Fools. I'm going to be trying to cause a little bit of chaos, which is out of character for me, but I thought I'd give it a go. Gonna do some goofy stuff with Krark, and then try to draw a bunch of cards with Tevesh.
Good morning, everybody. It's Jackson again, playing Azami, Lady of Scrolls. It's Wizard Tribal.
What up, I'm Eddie, and today we're playing Asmoranomardicadaistinaculdacar. Our whole goal today is discard cards, get as much value out of it as we can, and possibly combo off and ping the table to death.
Howdy guys, it's Nate. Today I'm playing Belisarius Cawl. The plan is to embrace the fact that my flesh is weak and play a bunch of shiny rocks and artifacts to make a bunch of Space Marines to trample over the Xenos scum that is my opponents. See how it goes.
What do you say we play some magic?
Let's do that.
For my dice roll, I got a 9.
5.
7.
6.
Yes, as it should be. I guess this is okay. This is okay.
This is not okay.
Same, not okay.
Same.
I'll keep this. This is good.
This is better.
It's better.
Okay, I'm going to take my first turn. I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to play a mountain and pass my turn.
Draw a card. Play an island. Tap it for a Fairy Seer. Flying 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, I scry 2. I'm going to leave him just as. Pass the turn.
Oh, heart of the cards. That's something. We'll play a Foreboding Ruin, and then we'll reveal this wonderful mountain so it can enter untapped, and I will pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Let's play a command tower and pass.
I will draw. I'm going to play an Exotic Orchard. Taps for your guys' colors. And I'm going to pay 2 for Krark, the Thumbless. He's a 2/2. He makes it so whenever I cast an instant or sorcery, I flip a coin. If I win the flip, I copy that spell. If I lose the flip, the card goes back to my hand. Go ahead.
Play an island for turn. Tap 2. Sky Diamond. Enters tapped. I can tap it for a blue. I'm going to hit Jason for 1.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Play that mountain I gave you guys information of last turn, and pass that turn.
Are we sure that's the same one? He might have a different art mountain. Play an island and join the club. And pay 2 for a silver mirror. A 1/1 mirror that taps for a blue. And pass.
Untap and draw. I'm going to play a swamp for turn. And I'm going to go ahead and pay 2 black. Sign in Blood. And when that goes on the stack, that will trigger Krark. I'm going to say highs 4, 5, and 6 on the dice are what I'm rolling for every time. Let's see if I get it. I do. It'll make a copy of Sign in Blood.
You can target other people if you want to.
Pay 1 red for a Vandal Blast. Looking for 4, 5, or 6. Goes back to my hand. I'm going to swing 2 on Jackson.
That's fair.
Because he beat me up. And then I'm going to discard a swamp and pass turn.
I'm going to play an island. Tap for 3. Capnet's Monument. Blue creature spells I cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever I cast a creature spell, target creature an opponent controls doesn't untap during their controller's next untap step. I'm gonna pay a blue. Information Dealer. I can tap to look at the top X cards in my library where X is the number of wizards in play, then put them back in any order. I'm gonna choose Krark for Capnet's Monument. 1 at Eddie. Pass turn.
Play a Buried Ruin. We're going to pay 2 to discard this Canyon Slough to draw a card by cycling it. Pay 1 for the commander with a ridiculously long name that I'm not going to attempt to pronounce. When she enters the battlefield, I'll search my library for the Underworld Cookbook and put it into my hand. Go to end step. We're going to discard Academy Manufactor.
Play a plains for turn, or cast an Efficient Construction. When I cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying, and pass.
I'm going to untap everybody except for Krark. Taking a little nap. We're doing it again. Pay 1 red for Vandal Blast. Looking for 4, 5, or 6. I'm going to do it again. Nice. I'll keep that in my hand.
Unfortunate.
I'm going to play a mountain for turn. I'm going to cast Vandal Blast. Come on. All right. Silvermere's dead. Your diamond is dead.
Dang it.
I'm not going to cast anything else because I cast Vandal Blast 3 times, so I will pass.
My question, Jason, why not the Kepnitz Monument?
Oh, I should have had that.
You live and you learn.
Riptide Laboratory. Tap for colorless, pay 2, tap, return target wizard I control to my hand. Or, discounting for monument, For Azami, Lady of Scrolls, I can tap an untapped wizard I control to draw a card.
You have something to tap down.
I do have something to tap down.
Oh, hey, he'll just stay tapped. Thanks, Nate.
Pass the turn.
We're gonna play the Blasted Landscape for turn. Use it for the Underworld Cookbook. I'm gonna start making some stew. I can tap to discard a card and create a food token, or I can pay for, tap it, sacrifice it, return target creature card from my graveyard to my hand. Pay 1 black, attempt to unearth Academy Manufactor.
Oh, nice. I was wondering why you got rid of him.
Academy Manufactor to the battlefield. If I create a clue, food, or treasure, I create one of each. Activate the Underworld Cookbook. Discard Chainer Adept to make a food token, which then makes me a food, a clue, and a treasure. I will pass the turn.
I'm going to play an island for turn. Then I'm going to pay 4 to cast Belisarius Cawl. He is an artifact creature. I make a 1/1 Thopter with flying. And he reads, I can tap him and tap 2 untapped artifacts I control to make a 2/2 white Astartes warrior creature token with vigilance. Or I can tap him and tap X untapped creatures I control, look at the top X cards in my library, reveal an artifact from among them, put it into my hand, put the rest in the bottom of my library in a random order. And I'll pass.
Okay, I'm gonna untap everyone except for Krark. 2 mana for a Harmonic Prodigy. It's a 1/3 with prowess. If an ability of a shaman or wizard I control triggers, it triggers an additional time. I'm going to pay 1 red for an Expedite. Target creature gains haste until end of turn. We'll give it to Krark, and I draw a card. 2 triggers of Krark go on the stack. First one, looking for a 4 or higher. No. And the second one does get copied. I'll draw a card, and Krark has haste.
The original goes back to your hand.
Yeah, I'm going to cast it again. We'll target a Harmonic Prodigy with all these for haste. So Krark, that will copy. Second one will not. It'll go back to my hand. I'm going to play a Swamp for turn. I'm just going to pass turn.
On your end step, I'm going to tap Fairy Seer to draw a card. Tap Information Peddler. How many wizards are in play? 1, 2, 3. And you have 2.
I have 2, yeah.
So I get to look at the top 5 cards in my library.
I also have a wizard.
You also have a wizard.
Look, man, this is supposed to be a team game.
Island for turn. 2, discount from Kefnet's Monument. For a Graceful Adept, I have no maximum hand size. I'm going to tap down Krark again. Go.
Use my Blasted Landscape to cast this Soul Ring.
He's popping off.
I'm gonna discard a card with the Underworld Cookbook, being this Call to the Netherworld, which has Madness for 0. So I'm gonna cast it. Return target black creature card from my graveyard to my hand, being Chainer, Nightmare Adept, and I get another food token. I'll just go ahead and pass my turn after that.
Let's play another island. 3, Drum Bellower. Flying, untap all creatures I control during each other player's untap step. Then I'm going to go ahead and pay 2, Voltic Servant. At the beginning of my end step, untap target artifact.
In response, attempt to cast Warp Belisarius.
That's rude. I will tap both Thopters in response since I got it off a cast trigger for Voltic, and make a 2/2 Astartes warrior with vigilance. And then he will get warped.
I pray for like an instant or sorcery right now.
I'm hoping for like a mere battle sphere.
Moment of truth. Damn it.
Stoic rebuttal.
On my end step, I'll untap one of these Thopters. Go ahead. On your upkeep, I'll untap all my creatures.
I'm gonna go ahead and start with Expedite. Let's cast that again and see what's up. Looking for 4-ups. I get all of them. So this is gonna get cast. Harmonic Prodigy has triple haste, and I'll draw 3 cards.
Gotta go fast.
I'm gonna go ahead and play a Swamp return. I'm gonna pay 2 black for an Arcane Signet, 4 mana for a Wand of Wonder. It is a artifact. I can pay 4 and tap it to roll a d20. Each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile an instant or sorcery card. You may cast up to X instant and sorcery spells from among the cards exiled this way without paying their mana costs. If I roll a 1 through 9, X is 1, 10 through 19, X is 2, 20, X is 3.
Nice.
But Krark will trigger, and if I fail the flip, they'll go back to your hand.
Nice.
Pass my turn.
On the end of your turn, tap Seer and Azami. I'm going to draw 2 cards. Tap Information Peddler. Looking at the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in my library.
Response on the stack, we're gonna sack 2 foods to 6 damage itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you still get your cards.
Now I will untap, upkeep, and draw. Docent of Perfection. 5/4 flying. Whenever I cast an instant or sorcery, I make a 1/1 blue wizard creature token. Then if I control 3 or more wizards, I transform it.
Who are you gonna tap?
Krark.
Yeah.
Continue bullying the boy. I will pass turn.
I'm gonna pay 4, feels bad. I'm gonna big score during main phase, discarding this mountain to draw 2 and then create 2 treasure tokens, which is gonna give me 2 of each of my tokens. My foods are back. We'll go ahead and pass.
Let's play a Seat of the Synod. It's an artifact land that taps for blue. I'm gonna pay 6. We're gonna cast Call again. Uncast. I'm gonna make another Thopter. I'll go to my end step. I will untap target artifact I control. I'll untap the Seat of the Synod. And I'll pass my turn.
3 mana for a Gutter Snipe. Whenever I cast an instant or sorcery spell, I deal 2 damage to each opponent. Pay 4 for the Wand of Wonder.
I don't think there's a legal rule.
A 1.
Damn it. Each opponent exile the top of your library until you hit an instant or sorcery.
You got Wander and Death.
You got an Aetherize.
You've hit a bunch of my fucking lands.
Alright, Universal Surveillance. That's an X spell, so that's probably not great. I'll cast the Wander in Death.
Dang it.
It goes back to Eddie's hand. Gutter Snipe will hit you each for 2. And that was my turn, y'all.
At the end of your turn, we're going to terminate the docent.
Said, at the end of your turn, I'm going to tap 3 wizards to draw 3 cards. Island per turn. 2. For an Imperial Plate. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each card in my hand. Equip plate to Fairy Sphere.
That's a flyer.
+7/+7.
It's a big flyer.
I will pass the turn.
Activate the Underworld Cookbook. We're going to discard this Necrogoyf that has Madness. Sack a treasure for a black 1 Necrogoyf from the Madness cost, but I do get my food, clue, and treasure off of the Underworld Cookbook. So his power and toughness, equal number of creature cards in all graveyards. And at the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player discards a card. 3/4 currently. Then we're going to go ahead and just drop out this Witch's Oven. I can tap it to sacrifice a creature and create a food token. If the sacrificed creature's toughness was 4 or greater, create 2 food tokens instead. We're going to go ahead and crack a clue, drawing a card. Go ahead.
So on upkeep, I'll discard a Stoic Rebuttal, then I will draw for turn. Cast a Howling Mine. At the beginning of each player's draw step, if Howling Mine is untapped, that player draws an additional card. It is an artifact. I make a Thopter. I'm going to tap Belisarius Cawl, tapping the Howling Mine and the Thopter that just entered to make another 2/2 Astartes Warrior with Vigilance.
Is that why you have your phone out as you're looking up all the symbols?
Yes. I'm going to go to my end step. I'm going to untap Belisarius Cawl. I'm going to tap Belisarius Cawl and tap 2 Thopters. I'm going to make another Astartes Warrior creature token. Go ahead.
If you appreciate the content we're creating and you'd like to support us here at the dungeon, the #1 way to do so is to sign up over on our Patreon page. Some of the Patreon benefits include access to our full deck lists, voting privileges for polls held over on our Patreon, and shoutouts at the end of every video to let everyone know how awesome you are. If money's tight and becoming a patron isn't the best option for you right now, we totally get it. Simply liking our videos or subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, or commenting down below all help as well, and are totally free. Thank you all for watching and enjoy the game. I'll untap.
On your upkeep, I untap.
I'm going to discard a Swamp. 3 for a Twinning Staff. If I would copy a spell, I copy that spell again. I'm going to pay 4 to tap Wand of Wonder and roll a d20. Got a 16. That means I get to cast 2 spells. Once all 3 of you exile an instant or sorcery off the top of your deck.
Wizard Retort.
For Boding Fruit, target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. And if at least 3 black mana was spent to cast a spell, create a food token.
Stern Lesson. Draw 2, discard 1, make a Power Stone.
Dude, that's way better. So I'm going to cast this for sure. I'll also cast Eddie's. Stern Lesson. I get one of them, so one fails, it's going to go back to Nate's hand. One of them succeeded, so I will copy it, and then I will copy it again because of Twinning Staff. Let's discard a Swamp. I get 1 tap Power Stone, and then I will do it again. It'll take 2 off the original cast, even though it didn't succeed in casting. I'm going to discard another Swamp, another Power Stone. The original cast of this will go on the stack. You'll each take 2. Try to roll to copy it. Okay, so I failed again, but I did get 1 copy, so I'll copy twice. This will go to Eddie's hand. I'll draw 2, lose 2. I will draw 2, lose 2.
Could have at least given me something for helping you out.
I give you the card. I will play a command tower for turn. I think I accidentally untapped Krark.
No, I didn't play a creature last time.
Okay,
so.
perfect.
He's free!
For once.
Krark is free.
Pay 1 red for Faithless Looting. You'll each lose 2 off of Gutter Snipe. Try to copy it. Fail, but I copy it twice. It goes back to my hand. Draw 2, discard 2.
Do you think you drew enough this turn?
I'm going to discard more Boding Ruins, and a mountain. Draw 2. I'm gonna discard Throes of Chaos, and I'll discard a Spellbinding Soprano. Then I'm gonna discard more stuff. All right, I'm gonna discard Light Up the Stage. You find some prisoners, Pyretic Ritual, and a mountain. I'll pass my turn.
On your end step, I'm gonna tap 3 wizards and draw 3 cards.
On your end step, I'm going to tap 2 of my Thopters and make another Astartes.
On your end step, I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice 2 foods. We're gonna blow up Azami. You still get your card, dealing 6 damage to itself.
Still in your end step, pay a blue. I'm gonna opt. I can go on the bottom. Now my turn will begin.
When you untap, I will untap.
Upkeep, I need to discard something. I will discard this island. Island for turn 4. For a consuming tide. Each player chooses a non-land permanent they control. Return all non-land permanents not chosen this way to their owner's hands. Then I draw a card for each opponent who has more cards in their hand than I do.
Yeah, I guess that resolves.
What are you picking?
Belisarius Cawl.
I'll pick the Wand of Wonders, because it costs the most.
I'm going to choose Kefnet's Monument.
I think we'll keep the Academy Manufactor, but since we're gonna lose them, I'm gonna just crack the 2 treasures to crack a clue, drawing a card.
Pay a blue for a witness protection on Belisarius Cawl.
That, sir, is rude.
That's why I did it.
So in response, I'm going to Stern Lesson. I'm going to draw 2, discard 1, make a Power Stone. Jason, can I borrow that Power Stone you made? Thanks. I'm going to draw 2. Didn't get away out of it. Discard this efficient construction. And yeah, he's just a guy.
A legitimate business person. 2 for a graceful adept. Pass the turn.
Play a swamp for turn. Use this Buried Ruin to play this Soul Ring. Use the Blasted Landscape to play an Underworld Cookbook. Tap the Cookbook, discarding Chainer. Put out the Trio, Blue Food Treasure. I have discarded a card this turn, so we're going to pay 1 black for my commander. Fail to find the Underworld Cookbook.
Oh, I was screwing up the whole time. Gutter Snipe is also a shaman.
Oh, so
You
double.
should have also gotten double triggers.
Pay 4 for a Surly Badgesaur. Whenever I discard a creature card, put a +1 counter on him. Whenever I discard a land, create a treasure token. Whenever I discard a non-creature, non-land, he fights up to 1 target creature I don't control. That'll be my turn.
Play a land for turn. I'm going to pay 2 and X is 3. Heliod's Intervention. I'm going to destroy 3 target artifacts or enchantments. Witness Protection, your Weird Wand, and the Academy Manufactor. He is back to being a guy. I'm going to pay 2. We're going to play the Vulpix Servant again. I'm going to tap Call, tapping the Servant and the Power Stone to make an Astartes. I'm going to go to my end step. I'm going to untap Call.
Gonna untap and draw. I'm gonna play Mountain for turn. Let's start off with a Krark into a Harmonic Prodigy. Going to attempt to strike it rich. Rolling for Krark, looking for highs. I get 1 success, so I'll get a treasure. It'll go back to my hand. I'm gonna use the treasure to do it again. Nice. I go back to my hand. I'm going to pay 1 black or cut down. Destroy target creature with total power and toughness 5 or less. I'll get 1 copy and then it'll go back to my hand. We'll hit the wizard. Pay 1 red.
Strike your rich.
Strike it rich. I have to discard a bunch of stuff. I'm discarding Arcane Signet, Faithless Looting, and Hordling Broodlord. I'm all done.
I'm gonna cast Serum Visions. They can stay exactly as they are. Wayfarer's Bauble. I'm gonna pay 5. Behold the unspeakable. The creatures I don't control get -2, -0 until the next turn. Then I will pass the turn.
End of his turn, we're going to cut down. I get 3 copies. So we're hitting this guy.
Okay.
I mean, the Badgersaur is technically a 1/3 this turn.
Oh yeah.
Badgersaur. Oh, is Call a target this turn?
Technically.
Yeah, let's pop Call.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Attempt to cast the Wandering Death. Return up to 2 target creature cards from my graveyard to my hand. Academy Manufactor and Surly Badgesaur. Academy Manufactor's back. I guess we'll activate the Underworld Cookbook just in case Academy Manufactor's going to go again. Might as well get something out of them. We're going to discard Foreboding Fruit. We're going to get 1 of each of the tokens I have here. Go ahead.
Play another island. 8. Cast Call again.
Welcome back.
Pass the turn.
Untapping and drawing. Go ahead and pay 3 for a Gutter Snipe.
In response.
Yep.
So we're going to sack the 2 foods I have. We're going to make the Harmonic Prodigy deal 6 damage to itself.
In response, by 2 minutes blast, I'm going to see if I copy it first.
Yeah.
I get 1 copy, and it'll go back to my hand. I'm going to cascade into a Simian Spirit Guide. Wow. And then deal 4 damage to Academy Manufactor. Ugh. Prodigy will die. Gutter Snipe is in play. I'm sad. Go ahead.
Upkeep. I scry 2 and then draw 2. I'm gonna play a spellbook for 0. I have no maximum hand size. 2 for an Ominous Seas. Whenever I draw a card, I put a foreshadow counter on Ominous Seas. And I can remove 8 counters to make an 8/8 blue Kraken. Or discounted with Kefnet's Monument for an Archmage of Echoes. Flying Ward 2. Whenever I cast a fairy or wizard permanent spell, I copy it. And I will pass the turn.
We're gonna pay 2. We're gonna feed the swarm on your saga. I'll lose 5.
Dang.
We're going to Faithful Suiting to draw 2, then discard 2. We'll discard Magus of the Wheel and Necrogoyf. Necrogoyf has Madness. Cast the Necrogoyf. I guess we'll just pass the turn.
Upkeep, discard a Disorder in the court. Play a land for turn 3. Mirrodin Besieged, choosing Mirren. Whenever I cast an artifact, create a 1/1 colorless mirror. Pay 2. Cast a Howling Mine. Make a mirror. Pay 3. Cast a Drumbellower. Tap, call. Tapping the Howling Mine and the mirror. Making an Astartes Warrior. Pass.
I'm gonna untap.
I'm gonna untap.
4 mana for a Stormkiln Artist.
That's problematic.
He gets +1/+4 for each artifact I control, currently 0. He has Magecraft. Whenever I cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, I create a treasure token. Alright, we're paying 1 red for Strike It Rich. Krark, got it. Alright, so that's gonna be the original cast plus a copy plus Stormkiln Artist. I will get 4 treasures. I cast a spell, 2 damage to each of you from Gutter Snipe. With that, I'm just gonna pass my turn, yo.
At your end step, I'm gonna tap Belisarius Cawl and my 4 creatures. I'm gonna look at the top 4 cards in my library, reveal an artifact, put it into my hand.
He's popping off.
Oh god.
I'm going to reveal an encroaching Mycosynth.
How big is Call?
He is a 2/4. What am I doing?
You're gonna do that every turn is the issue.
Sure.
I'm gonna use 2 treasures and pay 3. Bituminous Blast. Looking for a 4-up.
Yeah. Hey there.
So, okay, a bunch of shit happens. I'm gonna get some treasures from Stormkiln. I'm casting it and copying it. I'll get 2 back. The copy will go on the stack. I will Cascade into Flick a Coin. I will cast Flick a Coin. Also, before all that, Gutter Snipe's gonna deal 2 from the original Bituminous Blast, and then 2 from Flick a Coin. Rolling for Flick a Coin. I fail. It goes to my hand. The copy of Blast is on the stack. I will reveal a Chaos Warp. And then I hit Chaos Warp, so I'll go up to 7, and I have 2 Chaos Warps.
And also, both those blasts would have had to declare target?
Oh, yeah, the targets will be Call.
Sure.
I will pay 2 to target the fairy.
That's gross.
Yeah, yucky.
And now the 2 Chaos Warps.
We'll hit Drumbellower and the big boy.
Goyf, yeah. Hope we get something cool off the top. Oh, thanks for the ramp.
Crashing Drawbridge. I have a wall! Fear me!
Alright, I'm done.
Ominous Seas gets a counter because I drew a card. Island, pay 6 for Azami, discounted because of Kefnet's Monument. Speaking of Kefnet's Monument, it doesn't untap. I'm going to choose one of your Astartes, then I will pass the turn.
At your end step, we're going to crack a clue. Untap, upkeep, draw. Play an Arcane Signet. Pay 3. We're going to play a Experimental Confectioner. When I enter the battlefield, I create a food token. And whenever I sacrifice a food, create a 1/1 black rat creature token with this creature cannot block. And then we will pay 4 for a Grimoire of the Dead. I can pay 1 and tap it to discard a card, put a study counter on it. Tap it, remove 3 study counters, and sacrifice it. Put all creature cards from all graveyards under the battlefield under my control. They're black zombies in addition to the other types and colors.
I go.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna draw and then draw an additional from Howling Mine. Play another plans. 10. Cast Call. Casting Call. I make a mirror. Tap the Crashing Drawbridge. Creatures I control have haste. I'm gonna tap Call to tap the Howling Mine and one of these mirrors to make another Astartes. Fast.
I'm gonna untap and draw. Alright, I'm gonna start off by paying 3. The Twinning Staff is back.
Yay.
Here we go again.
In response to Twinning Stuff,
God, just let me win.
we're gonna tap the cookbook, discarding Conspiracy Theorist, creating a food, sack the 2 foods. We're gonna blow up the Stormkiln Artist, and then we're gonna make 2 rat tokens.
In response, I'm gonna cast Flick a Coin, 1 treasure from Stormkiln. Looking for a 4-up. I get it. So I will copy that to get me another. The copy will resolve. I will get a treasure. I will draw a card, and I will deal 1 damage to target creature. Any 1/1s hanging out? Oh, we'll hit Azami. The second one will go off. I will get another treasure. I will draw another card, and I will ping Azami for another one.
That's rude.
Stormkiln will die. You each take 2 from Gutter Snipe. Go ahead and play a Swamp Return. 3 mana. I'm gonna attempt to cast bonus round. Until end of turn, whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery spell, that player copies it and may choose new targets for the copy.
Here we go.
Looking for 4-up. Got it. Whenever I copy a spell, I copy a spell again, so it's actually going to be 3 bonus rounds. 4 mana. Ensnared by Mara. Each opponent faces a villainous choice. They may exile cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. Then you may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Or that player exiles the top 4 cards of their library, and Ensnared by Mara deals damage equal to their total mana value to those players. 4-up. Fails. Trigger Gutter Snipe, use shake 2. Goes back to my hand.
And then we have 3 more of these spells going off, which is actually 6 of these.
Oh yeah, because it doesn't need to be successful, huh?
Yeah.
Exile until you hit a non-land, and I can play it for free.
So 6 non-lands.
Or you just reveal the top 4, and you take damage equal to the total mana value of all the cards.
If you'd copy an additional
Oh.
so it's 4.
It's 4 triggers on the stack, so these are the 4 I can cast from you.
Here are my 4.
So from Nathaniel, I got Tezzeret, Betrayer of Flesh, Thoughtcast, Bronze Guardian, and Whirler Rogue. From Eddie, I got Unexpected Windfall, Reckless Handling, Faith of the Devoted, and Shadow of the Grave. From Jackson, I got Sage's Dowsing, Aether Gale, Windrider Wizard, and Diviner's Wand. So I'm just going to cast Thoughtcast for free, Gutter Snipe trigger, and then a Krark trigger. I fail. The go who to whoever this color is. Yeah. But yeah, there are 4 Thoughtcast copies. Draw 8 cards. I'm gonna play Unexpected Windfall for free. I'll discard this land. Trigger Gutter Snipe. Trigger Krark. Come on, Krark. Got it. So I get 4 copies immediately. Then I successfully copy and get an additional copy. So I have original and 6 copies. Draw 14. Aether Gale. You each take 2 from Gutter Snipe. Roll for it. Got it. So I'm going to pick a lot of these doubles, but everything goes back to your guys' hands. And this will go to your graveyard.
In response, I'm going to crack Wayfarer's Bottle.
My rats.
I'm going to cast Ensnared by the Mara again. 2 damage to everyone.
Roll for your copies.
Roll for Krark. I fail. It'll go back to hand.
Back to your hand.
But I still have 4 copies, so go for it, guys.
I was like, just
realized we could have just ended this on ourselves, right?
Yeah, you can just take damage instead of getting
I'd say we just do it so we move on to the second one, because at this point he's just going to cast it again and do the same thing, and he's bound to get there.
I'm going to continue to do this and cast their spells for free until they die from Gutter Snipe. Okay, and this game I'm able to pull through with Krark and Tevesh. Maybe a little more Krark going on here than Tevesh. Thank you all for watching, everyone, and may the coin flips ever be in your favor. See you next time.
I just realized we're on a new mic system. Beans. You're welcome.